Look like Tommy Rees is telling the truth about Shedeur Sanders potentially playing and what it's like, Coach, at the bout, speaking about Shedeur Sanders and his offense. Now, we know the Browns' offense cannot get going in any shape, form, or fashion. It is pretty much a nightmare out there for this team. Now, Tommy Rees spoke with the media today and let some cats out.
What if I told you the Browns' offensive coordinator just dropped a truth bomb that cut through every Shedeur Sanders highlight reel? Tommy Rees didn't just talk. He tore down the hype around Shedeur's rise in Cleveland. No filters, no fancy PR talk, just real football honesty. It's part truth, part drama, and it's got Browns fans buzzing for all the wrong reasons. Get ready, because this story has more twists than a bad fourth-quarter drive.
Say this, I came to Cleveland to work for Kevin. That's really the reason I took this job 2 years ago. Think the world of him, still think the world of him. Really, fortunate for the support he's given me over the last week, the support he's had from me over the last couple of years. I wanted to come to Cleveland to work for Kevin. I think the timing of it, you have a bye week, you have some time to step away and look at things through a different perspective and want to create a spark for the offense. And, again, how I feel is whatever they want me to do, whatever's asked of me to help us win games, that's what I want to do at the highest level.
Right now, that's the vibe in Cleveland. Stuck, slow, and waiting for a spark.
Is there anything to this Shedeur not getting first-team reps?
I think it's a little bit strange.
Yeah. You do think it? So you think
yeah,
it is?
The guy's one turned ankle from one concussion check from upstairs. Drake May had to leave the game for 2 plays last week because the upstairs they thought he had a concussion. Right. So how could he not get 1 rep during the week? Now, just because that's the answer doesn't mean that's what's happening. But
Tommy Rees, the new offensive coordinator, was hired to fix this broken machine and make it run again. Reporters showed up expecting confidence and excitement. Instead, Rees stepped to the mic and dropped straight honesty. The kind that hits harder than a Myles Garrett tackle.
Adam Jackson and him and everybody else that we talked to have said that Shedeur looks good. He looks really good. Yeah. He looks better. And we got Zach that say Dylan Gabriel ain't even an NFL quarterback.
True.
So how is it that this man can't get a rep with the one, but that non-NFL quarterback can?
We all
what
agree with
sense
that.
Is that made?
It makes no sense.
Clearly, the guys running the team disagree with us.
Man.
It doesn't make any sense.
What are y'all trying to... What's the goal of this?
He didn't hold back. He said this offense feels like a group project where no one read the assignment. Rees came from Notre Dame in Alabama, where preparation is everything. Down there, quarterbacks and teammates know each other like family. In Cleveland, it feels like they're still learning names during the game.
Maximize opportunities, even if there aren't a ton of reps to go around. You got to be creative with how you create some extra reps, specifically to get Shedeur ready if you can't get a bunch of reps there. So the good news is both guys are bought in and doing a good job of working hard and understanding how important those opportunities are, to be ready for the team. So it is a unique situation. I don't know how many times it's probably happened, but probably not a lot. And we have the right 2 guys mentally right now, their demeanor and how they're prepping and how they're coming to work.
The bye week was supposed to help, but it just showed how many problems they really have. Rees didn't blame anyone, but his words said it all. We've got talent. We just don't know how to use it. The passing game looks completely lost. He said it takes all 11 players to make it work, meaning don't just blame the quarterback. Everyone's out of sync. Then came the unspoken part, the Shedeur Sanders question. Rees didn't say his name, but the message was clear. Calling plays was smooth and exciting. In Cleveland, it's like trying to steer a shopping cart with a broken wheel. Every snap is an adventure.
It's not my place, to answer, to even be able to give the answer to that. I feel like it's not in my control. So I'm not even going to think about that or have that even in my thought process of why it is. There's a lot of people that want to have the opportunity to be at this level, and I'm here, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity. So whenever that is, it is. But it doesn't make me feel down, or it doesn't make me feel left out or anything, because I know who I am as a person, I know who I am as an individual, and I know.
The media kept asking for some good news, but Rees didn't fake it. Every question about the offense got the same honest answer. He said they're still resetting and learning what actually works. He talked about helping the quarterbacks feel comfortable and finding ways to attack defenses. The irony? Right now, Cleveland's own defense is the only one stressed because they're stuck on the field all game. When asked what to expect from his play calling, he said, "Ask me next week." That's code for, let's just make sure we line up right first. At Alabama, every drive looked like poetry. In Cleveland, it's more like bad poetry, loud, messy, and awkward.
Gabriel been thrown in situations against some tough competition, tough guys. So that goes to show you that Dylan Gabriel is getting all the reps in training camp and in practice. Because Tommy Rees just said itself, he's been thrown in situations with some stiff competition. That means that he's going up against the first team Cleveland Browns defense in practice. Shedeur Sanders doesn't get them opportunities.
The problem in Cleveland like an app. But Cleveland doesn't need rhythm, it needs a miracle.
You know what? It doesn't make sense that he's a second string now and he's not getting any first team reps. It also doesn't make sense that he's not being considered to play any games this year, regardless of what we've been hearing. But this is the first time I've actually heard something that has to do with the planning and the development of any of the Browns quarterbacks, especially when it comes to Shedeur. They are being honest. Well, he is being honest. Tommy Rees is being honest with saying that, like, look, he's not going to get a ton of looks, but we're going to maximize what.
And that brings us back to Shedeur Sanders. Fans keep saying the team needs new blood, that Shedeur should start now. But Rees lives in reality. Rookie quarterbacks can't just be thrown into chaos. He's not about to toss Shedeur. Rees has seen this before. Young, talented quarterbacks hyped too early, crushed by pressure before they're ready. So he's choosing patience, even if Browns fans hate that word. He said he's staying up in the booth, the best seat in the house, far away from the angry faces when another drive ends. Rees knows what he's doing, but this offense, it's like a band where half the players forgot how to play. He's trying to tune everyone back up before the next show.
And Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator, just came out and said, because like I told you guys, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors with this Shedeur Sanders situation, man. Because we've seen footage of him in practice lighting it up. We've seen media reports. We've seen the fan out there in Cleveland on their radio show and their podcast talking about Shedeur Sanders is lighting it up in practice. And a lot of people have been at practice and they seeing what Dylan Gabriel is doing and they saying he's looking a little...
Somewhere on the sidelines, Shedeur Sanders is waiting, polishing his game, watching the chaos, maybe even smiling. He knows his time will come. And just not yet. Rees isn't scared of Shedeur's talent. He's scared of putting him behind a weak offensive line. Throwing Shedeur in right now would be like putting a Ferrari engine in a go-kart and expecting it to win a race. He's protecting him, not avoiding him. Rees knows the kid has the arm, the vision, and the swagger. But none of that matters if the pocket collapses before he can even throw.
What we want to hear, but you know what? It makes sense now because the first few people, and when I say few, I mean 4 or 5 people that y'all put in front of the media when y'all ask about Shedeur, other than saying I don't know or no, you actually gave a thought out plan that we can go with. We understand that he's a second string. We understand that he didn't come into the season a second string, but at least be a professional and give us a plan on how you plan on developing him if you're going to be asked these types of questions.
Once again, the Browns are trying to figure out what offense even means. New coach, new playbook, same old confusion. In the middle of this mess stands Tommy Rees, fresh from Alabama, now realizing that teaching rhythm in Cleveland is like teaching a cat to swim. He just got here, and he's already stuck in a quarterback drama. Fans think he's hiding some secret plan for Shedeur, but really, he's just praying for one clean snap. The truth is, the Browns' system is broken. The offensive line can't protect, the receivers can't separate, and the playbook looks like it was written in the dark. Different year, same Browns story.
The Shedeur thing, I don't understand at all. Maybe they think to themselves, we don't need to give you this many practice reps because we're going to give you a bunch of game reps. So maybe we just want to get you rested. He is coming off a sore shoulder and all those things. So maybe that's the case. I don't know, but I don't like it that much. I don't at all. I think that going into this game, sitting some of the best wide receivers that you have is kind of diminishing him a little bit as well because I want to see.
Rees isn't ignoring Shedeur. He's just trying to fix everything else first. He knows throwing Shedeur into this mess too early would ruin him. The kid's ready, but the team isn't. The line collapses, the plays break down, It's chaos. Rees isn't afraid of Shedeur's talent. He's afraid the rest of the team can't keep up. He's honest about it. The arm strength and skill are there, but none of that matters if Shedeur can't even set his feet before defenders get to him.
Is going on behind the scene? How can this kid that was rated as a late first-round draft pick not get on the field for a team that sucks? They're not even giving him reps. What? That's on the coach, man. Stefanski's going to have to answer for that, and it might come at the end of the year, and it might come in the form of firing. What is going on? Does he have I don't want to pick on Kevin. Does he even have...
Right now, Cleveland's blocking looks like it was drawn by kids in art class. Rees has only been here a short time, but he already sounds like a therapist for the offense. To his credit, he's not chasing headlines or hype. He's focusing on real football, blocking, timing, execution. The boring stuff that actually wins games. He knows this team doesn't need a savior. It needs structure. Slowly, you can see improvement. Players seem sharper, more focused. Rees isn't here to entertain. He's here to rebuild. For once, the Browns might have a coach who cares more about development than drama. The funny part? Fans are mad because Rees is actually doing things the right way, choosing logic over chaos.
Yeah.
And this is going. I mean, no disrespect to all you Shedeur lovers.
Oh boy, here it comes.
But if
I'm gonna move over here.
If Shedeur Sanders was a bona fide first-round pick,
Yes,
there will be nothing that will stop an organization.
that is correct.
You are
from taking that guy.
1,000%
You are correct.
Because I just watched. What's the kid from Marshall?
There won't
He
be
had like
people, there'll be people that won't believe you, but you're right. Now, that being said, not that we want to go down this whole road. I don't think he dropped to the 5th round.
I agree.
Talent.
No, I agree with you.
He didn't. He didn't get taken.
I agree.
Not getting taken in the first round. that was
Clearly,
talent.
watching him in practice right now tells you that.
So when headlines say, Tommy Rees gets brutally honest about Shedeur Sanders, remember, it's not drama. It's discipline. He's not calling anyone out. He's calling the team up. He's saying what every coach wishes they could say. Let's learn to play together before we start building legends. Rees knows Shedeur's time will come. Talent like that can't stay hidden forever. But the NFL rewards results.